watch porn
Yeah.
regularly?
Yes.
You've seen Mysore Mallige?
Yes. Issue started quite an issue, but as a porn movie, it's not very good. But at that time, it was very good. I was in what 10th standard. No, I was fresh out of 10th standard, just into POC. National College Jayanagar has all these other rowdy school boys. Mine was a fairly
Decent guys.
decent guy school. Everyone talks about porn there, and besides, there are also boys from Baldwins and Bishops who are already very well versed with different kinds of porn there is. That's how I know.
Everybody was like quite very descriptive of the movie, as in proving that most of them might have seen it or just saying that they heard about it from people and stuff. At least the guys whom I spoke to. And they were like, why is it so hot? Why is it like better or different from the other porno movies? Don't know. It's just one supposed big thing which has suddenly become very big, and for some reason it's called Mysore Mallige, which has something, the name has something to do with the chick in the movie or something like that.
It looks from the beginning like it was a movie made to either spite someone, if that's what the story goes.
That's the story you heard.
Actually, there are several stories. But some of the chief ones that were running around in our circles was that they were lovers or something like that, and their families objected to it. So they ran off, made this porn video, and mailed it back home. But the guy who made the tape or something, the tape got leaked and he went off. And the other thing is, it's a very famous video in the US.
The rumor was that this girl was a Bengali Bodhi, and her husband shot the film, which fell into the hands of his friends, and they sold it off, and finally this girl committed suicide.
You haven't seen the film. Have you heard about it?
What's it about? Maybe I haven't heard the name, but
It's a pornographic film.
about?
It's these two couples who shot themselves having sex,
Okay.
and then it got somehow leaked out into the
Oh,
market.
okay. I've seen a Bengali version of that.
Ah,
Yeah.
what's it called?
It had no name, but it was called, basically we used to call it kurkure, because the girl was having kurkure while having sex.
Ah.
So yeah, and it was very apparent that like very young kids, mostly I think school kids,
Ah.
and they had gone to a hotel. Even it's so amateur. Even the name of the hotel is in the video, like Stadel.
Okay, Hotel Stadel.
Yeah.
It shows in the background or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. And it was very amateur because while having sex, the curtain fell on the girl. So she started screaming, ooh, okay. And then the guy cut it. And after that, again. So, and somehow it got released. So, yeah, I've seen.
I've also seen the Paris Hilton video.
Yeah.
And compared to, when you're comparing the two, the
That's
Hilton
also
video
nice.
has nothing to, it has nothing against this. It just doesn't stand up.
It's a little boring for the home audience, don't you think? Don't you think that sucks for everybody at home?
Yes.
Now she'll take the shower, right?
Yeah, now she'll take the dress off, then take the shower. Long shower.
ఏమవుతుంది ఎక్కడ తిరగండి సింగర్ ఇಷ್ಟ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಒಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ ಒಪ್ಪಂಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ
See, very generally, I do know that in any kind of form of, I suppose sexual is the most extreme form of it, but any kind of interaction, there has to be some sense of a third person looking. You see, it's like I speak to you, you speak to me. You and I speak to each other from a point of view of a third person looking at us speaking. And then there is the whole topology of it. There's the fourth look in cinema. There's a famous one. It's like the whole thing that tracks the whole movement of people looking, which is that of then the spectator. Now here what's happening is that I don't think he has any spectator as such inside his frame, which is very unusual for a filmmaker, because he's not looking at that. What he's doing is he's bringing the camera as though he was seeing himself.
Yeah.
Performing this act from some third position.
Yeah. So,
Hello?
In history, sex was always in darkness.
right.
Exploring a woman or a man was in darkness. When did light come into the picture? If you trace that, the fascination for the self started with the introduction of the light. Otherwise, it was mostly the touch, the sense of touch.
Right. Yeah.
That would, introduce a woman to the man or a man to the woman.
Right.
And that change is, I think, new. That concept is new. Seeing a naked body, seeing a naked woman, seeing a naked man.
Darling.
Here you can make out that this girl is not a porn actress.
How come?
She's not acting.
Are
If she's acting, then she's one hell of an actor.
she can act, but it's might all acting.
Something.
I mean, why do you need to act? This is not only like acting as like acting. This is like, she knows it very much that this guy is shooting everything, her expression and all this thing, and she's like, she's holding it, that expression. That is acting only. She's not too, like, she's very obvious about the presence of the camera here, and then also she's holding her expression, her emotion, everything. So that is acting. With the presence of a camera, if you are not very like unaware of the camera, if you can't make that unaware, that camera, if you can't make that hidden, then you can't have all this expression. This is acting only. Both of them are acting, and they know they are shooting it.
Yeah, obviously.
So they are just posing at like they are not acting, but they are actually acting.
For a human being or for any living being, the act of making love should give pleasure, not the watching of making love. No, for normal people,
Right.
if I have to be sexually satisfied, I should be doing it. I shouldn't be watching someone else do it. When according to me, perversion comes in when you start enjoying watching someone else doing it.
More than doing it yourself.
Yeah. So if I am a normal human being, normal in quotes, healthy in quotes, then I should if I see the man or anyone from the opposite sex, I should get a vibration. I should have some sort of chemistry, and I would like to make love to him.
Right.
That, according to me, is normal. But if you start watching or the peeping toms, or if you want to watch someone else make love, if you get excited by hearing someone else making love, that comes under perversion. So all the time that demarcation line, is diminishing right now.
But what do your friends think about it?
I don't know. If you ask me, I've gone through so much porn that I've stopped, looking at porn like porn.
Yeah, right.
So after, when you go past this much porn, you tend to start critiquing the whole, technicality behind the thing. You should have been over there or done it like that or something like that. I've gone over to that phase, but my friends are still way behind, And I still have friends and boys my age who've still not seen porn in my class.
Okay.
And that is the third year of engineering. In another year, they're going to be engineers.
20 years old.
Yeah, 2021. So they still haven't seen porn. And even in class, no one refers to porn as porn. It's always like NCC or Neel Chalanachitra, which I very recently found out. Or they'll call it BF.
BF is a
standard. No one actually says porn, And I always take great sadistic pleasure in screaming porn, porn. When in the canteen, this guy will surreptitiously pass this CD on to another guy. And I always point and say porn very loudly, and they'll just grab it and push it. And they'll, no, it's a game CD, it's a game CD. Just so you obviously know it's porn, It got to such a funny level that no one passes any CDs around me because they know I'm going to scream.
No, this. I mean, what is astonishing? See, realism. See now the shoe. The everything becomes a fetish object. There is a continuous sort of production of objects here.
The bag.
In fact, my whole point would be to, something like this. If you sort of freeze framed at this point of time, you notice that the clothes, the everydayness of it. And
Right.
I mean, it's in itself. This is not a pornographic shot, and yet there is so much of the fetishization of everything that you're seeing around you.
To show yourself to your partner at the time of sex or making love is okay because it is in a particular framework in your bedroom. Showing yourself in public to you don't even know to whom you are showing yourself, that comes under perversion. I would very definitely put it like that. See, if I am interested in a man, I wouldn't mind bearing for him. I wouldn't be bearing for someone about whom I have no attraction or about whom I don't care. It becomes an obsession, which is happening now, to wear yourself to some general public who...
You are not watching, but you are being watched.
Yeah. And even if I am being watched, I wouldn't... It's the difference between dancing in a nude bar or somewhere. Okay? If a girl is dancing, as long as it's a profession, she's just dancing and making her money and going away. Don't take that into consideration when you're talking about the body.
Right.
Because it's a commercial preposition.
Right.
When you're talking in terms of body and how you personally relate to it, talk in terms of what she is doing with it in her private life.
Why do you think it's happening of late, all these kind of films? What do you think? You think there is any kind of cultural thing?
No, because see, I think firstly, before this, like till a few years back, people wouldn't think of filming themselves while having sex. now it's a kinky thing because people do have video cameras. Anyways, people wouldn't have so many video cameras handy. School kids would not have so many, like the SMS thing which happened in DPS. Just because they had a phone which had a video in it, so they could shoot themselves. Otherwise, there would have been no question of that. So I think, and it getting released, I think it's just because there are so many videos around, so some of them gets released. But I don't think that these many home videos were being made even 10 years later, 10 years back. I don't think so.
I think the internet has made so much of a change, you know, and it's even difficult for you to capture that, grasp what was the situation before that.
The whole idea, the whole pornography it's just generally catering to the huge curiosity levels of people of the younger generation who are now growing up. And right now, my age people are completely devoid of any, I'm not saying all, devoid of any kind of anything that would be associated with proper learning, morality, values thing. And I'm not saying everyone, I'm not saying completely less in full levels. But I think the generation after us is just gone to dogs and beyond. And I have no hope. I seriously have no hope. It's the kids nowadays and the way they're growing up and the influences that they have now is so much more different. The influences that I have are so much more different. I would not be surprised if kids like 2 generations from now would not know history and Indian history and stuff like that, but would rather know which the latest song is and what the latest thing in pornography is. I really would not be surprised. Numbers are getting less. 10 standard kids, 10 standard is already 15. That's too late. 7 standard, 6 standard, it would be quite, would not be surprising at all in the future.
When you are talking about porn, you are not talking about only the visual porn. You're talking about every kind of porn. You are also talking about printing porn, like porn on print. So, in 1950s, people are like from print media. They used to satisfy themselves with that. So this is like every day after day with the advent of this thing, with the advent of media, you are actually defining the idea of porn.
That is what I'm trying to say. That when print media porn was in vogue, then people may have written their own experiences about sex.
Yeah, people actually did that.
But now since camera and the film media is in vogue, that's why people are making films out of it, home videos maybe.
And why it's not such a celebrated thing as like when some writers used to write about their own sexual life. Marquis sir can write about his own kink, his own sexual life, and he can be a famous writer. Because so far with writing, I mean, day by day, that moral thing is going down.
This is very interesting. This is actually see, the point is that, you know, I mean, this is so much more sexy, if you like, than the nude sexually explicit scenes. What is the problem with XXX pornography or whatever, which is that the more explicit it becomes, the less it deals. So, you know, the presence of realist content in some ways
redeems.
Not redeems, it more like sort of enhances it, actually reproduces it. You know, it resurrects it because it's the sexuality that is now extended into every other object.
Every object has been sexualized.
Yeah, right. Something like that.
Nagan baby.
What I have seen is there is a tremendous and a very, very remarkable change in the way Indian youngsters, forget youngsters, even Indian public is reacting to nudity and sex now because of this internet and because of the satellite channel. Sex is, they are getting used to sex, they are getting used to nudity, they are used to now getting used to obscene gestures on pop videos. I would directly put the reason as that.
As that.
Yeah, otherwise you would never tolerate a woman like that, say 20 years back. You could not think how a man could sit in his drawing room and look at a woman, the way they are showing in. That has become tolerable. So your limit of tolerance has been widely expanded. And I would directly relate it to exposure of body and the self. Suddenly the housewife sitting in the drawing room looking at it, when she mentally accepts that, she wouldn't mind it carrying it on at least to a little extent in her bedroom.
I don't know, it's also, I think it's also about how you are looking on the whole thing of like porn video and making porn and like having sex. It's all involved in here. Like when you are shooting, you are having sex with your girlfriend, you are at some point down the line, you are actually criticizing this whole idea of porn movie, sex or something. Then you're actually mimicking it when you're shooting it.
By the time you're 20, every boy should be a critic of porn. If you ask me.
Yeah.
And that's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best way to go. No hide, don't hide. Watch it. Get one, watch every day. Book shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any difference. But then by the time you're 20, you'll be so bored.
Yeah.
You tend to stop. You tend to focus on other things like real girls, for instance.
Distribution, publication of pornography is illegal, but possessing pornography, watching pornography for personal use is not illegal.
Okay, so you can have
Even shooting pornography is not illegal. If you distribute and publish it, only then is it illegal.
Okay.
So you can go and shoot your home video and you can upload it on the net and say, I didn't mean to publish it. I just made it like for my personal use. So it doesn't really, and firstly the word pornography is not used anywhere. It's like it's not
obscene material.
Obscene material, which is lascivious and which will corrupt the mind of people who will watch it.
One of the very famous songs, Hachadada Padaraga Acha Mallige Huva Bichi Nana Myale Ogevanta Rayanana Bityanga Barale Hadadavata. It is a complete sexual imagery. It's a function.
Like, how do you kind of translate it?
Yeah, it's like the mother is asking the daughter to come home to visit her, and the daughter says, the man who throws up the jasmine between the covers of the razai, how do I leave him and come away?